So here is something different. It's a review of her Railway magazine. I only found out about this Wednesday, and I notified quite a couple of people about it. It was only shown on Wednesday. It was probably shown on other days, but I only found out about it probably about 8 o'clock Wednesday night, and I decided to go out the next day after telling everyone on Twitter about it, that they might be in for quite a good bargain. So it's $3.99 and it's set to go up to $8.99, but I don't think that it will succeed. Apparently it's going to go up to 120 issues. I think that it probably won't get past like the 20th issue. I in fact bought 3 of these, as probably already people know on Twitter, that you get 2 free things. Well, 2 things for free with it. So I think it was quite kind of a good bargain, especially for people who are starting in the railway modeller hobby. I myself don't think that I don't think it's quite a good magazine. Just from the look of it, it's quite thin, and probably a railway modeller, or if you get what I mean, other magazines are probably a lot better. I have bought other magazines before now. They're somewhere up in my room. So let's go open her up. But the back, it comes on a big massive cardboard sleeve, but it'd be all out of shot. So it's kind of split up. So it pretty much tells you what's coming soon. So let's go open her up. She's in a really bad packaging. Let me just... There we go. The packaging is rubbish, whatever. I was told to do packaging reviews on stuff as well. So, as you've just seen, that you get... Well, in fact, I shall sift through half the rubbish in this magazine first. Well, pile it up. So, the first thing... this is the magazine. Then you've got kind of a 4-page leaflet which folds out millions of times. It basically tells you what they're going to go through, like the surfaces, the station, different parts of the layout. I've already had a look at the track mat. I've not actually had a look at the magazine yet. I opened up my other issue, but I've got 3. There's still 1 in the packaging. So here is the track mat. Surprisingly good detail, better than Hornby's one, but I have opened her up and I don't think the track layout is quite good. It's probably more for houses in mind, but I myself going for a big layout, so I'm probably going to end up giving away these track mats somewhere. So that's kind of part of the crapping gone out of it. So, well, that's great. So what's all this? Just slipped on the table. It is... oh, it's like a reserved form. How to get conned with everything else, probably. What else is in here? No, surprisingly, nothing else. So, the magazine is really tiny. I've had a look online. The first issue, you get part of the track mat, in fact. And then the second part, it basically wants you to buy 4 parts before you complete the track mat, which is kind of a bit stupid. It's good that they've hole punched all of the magazines, that you could put them in a binder. I've heard that they're doing a binder soon when they're available. I think they're $6.99 each. But this is what you get first, a piece of straight track. I shall show you the piece of straight track. I have measured up. It's in fact slightly longer than a normal straight or from Hornby, and in fact it is a steel piece of track. It is not nickel plated, so this has no use for me, so it is probably going to go in the bin. I have got 3 pieces which I got because obviously I got 3 magazines. The woman said to me, do you just want one? No, I want all 3. So I'm not going to go into detail about the actual magazine. The first page is in fact the contents and what's coming in your second issue. Then the next part is what else you get. It's your Mark 1 passenger corridor carriage. So here it is. I'm going to go more in depth with the review of this sometime soon, or probably in this. So that's, well, it's called Little Benton. It's kind of a weird name. The next part is the history, and then you have got the track design. It's split into 4 sections. So I think it's the same size as the Hornby track mat, but it's not really planned out as well. There's a load of gaps where track could be. So trip down memory lane. Considering it's supposed to help you build a model railway, all of this is kind of just introducing you at the real life railways. So that's it for the actual magazine. So I should have enough time to review the model. As I know of, there's probably about 3 or 4 people who've bought a rake of 3, the same as me. Other people have bought rakes of 4, and another person I know, he is going to respray his to a network rail rake. So good luck on that on Twitter. So also another person said to me that these are worth £30. No, they're not. Let's just get this straight. It's pretty much comparing this to a Bachmann model is like comparing a block of cheese to a race car. Mainly because 1, race car, and 2, that what is really the point? As I'm going to show you underneath, there is no maker's mark, so don't start judging, well, not judging them, saying that, oh, these are Bachmann, these are worth 30 quid. They may look the same, but in fact they are not the same. They might use the same body panels, but Bachmann, it will be a damn sight better than these. But these are just kind of starting coaches. I decided to buy 3 of them, but I could always go out and buy some Bachmann ones instead. So let's go on to the actual review of this. I've already taken her apart, but one of them, just to have a look inside. She's got big massive bay windows, if they are bay windows. If not, they're just big massive windows. You can see quite a bit inside the seating, just enough room for a couple of passengers, maybe even a lighting unit. Metal wheels, but very black metal wheels. They do not conduct electricity. You could probably get some others. There is something really cool about these as well. As some coaches, when you're putting them on a straight, maybe your carriage is like that, your wheels are aligned like that. But in fact, because the way they've done it with where the NEM sockets are going to be, which in fact you do get NEM sockets, or NEM couplings, they are not official NEM couplings, as I've had a look at the difference between them. In fact, I shall show you now. So here is a Hornby model. Here is a well, the carriage one, the magazine one. You can slightly see that point is slightly different, but in fact the couplings do work together. I've tried both in different slots. I've tried this, like this one in, well, the Hornby ones in these, they fit. These ones in Hornby models, and they fit. So they're probably quite cheap couplings, so you could just eventually replace them. But it's nice that they've got really small couplings. So I've decoupled this, so there's no couplings on it, just to make it look a bit better. So the best thing about these is that they spring back the wheels. So if it's on a perfect straight or something perfect enough, that it will spring back the wheels. So the undercarriage detail is quite good. It's not brilliant, but it could have a bit of weathering and make it a bit more lifelike. They've got some good detail. The nice part about it is probably the side, because that's probably the most part you're going to see of it. The bogey's really nice. So onto the sides, you probably can't see them that good. You've got little oval buffers or kind of rectangle buffers near enough. You've got footsteps up here. This is all moulded, obviously, and then you've got some kind of moulded detail here. You could colour it in, make it a bit more lifelike, maybe even put a red, like, blinking light at the end of the coach. Just before I say I'm not going to run these in, it's no point, because it's just a it's a coach review. The toilet is probably on this side, or something secretive on this side. There is quite a big weight underneath here, so these are quite heavy. They probably won't have a problem derailing. And also the corridors, although they're quite bland, you don't have much ribbed kind of where it's going to be. You've got like a painted brown door, which looks quite nice, but in fact that is the seating, which what it is. When I did take her apart, it is kind of like a kit. You've got the top, and then the sides can come off, and then the bottom can come off. So it is probably good for if you ever want to respray it to something else. They don't have any numbers, which is a shame, but it doesn't really matter. They probably don't even have numbers in real life, I'm not too sure. The downside about these is the top. It is, although it probably looks kind of good on the camera, right now it is quite rubbish, if you get what I mean. You've got moulded detail. As I said, Bachmann are a damn sight better. Nick will probably vouch for me, as he says, as all of that kind of like part of detail would be separately fitted on for the Bachmann kind of style ones. The roof, like I said, that although it might look quite good on the camera, it is extremely shiny and really plasticky, so it could deserve maybe a respray. I have got a Lima coach, like a royal coach, well, like a male coach, and they're kind of near enough the same. So what I might decide to do sometime in the future is probably spray the top black, respray this black as well, because it's starting to come off. So probably even the bogies are the same. No, they're just slightly different. So it'd be good probably to have these in a little rake plus this. It'll give, because I got given this by Nick. Yeah. So it would be good instead of having just one of them. I did think about having a rake of these, but when I found out about these, the good thing about these is that they hopefully go together. So that is kind of about it.